I think we should rebel against brands doing this because it's August now, and that means that in the end of this month, this summer month, the month when plenty of people, like half of Europe, are on vacation, the brands, some of the brands, will bring out their winter holiday collections, their Christmas collections, or whatever other winter holidays you celebrate. And you might ask, why is this so important? Why should this be a whole video? What is the big deal? I feel like we need to discuss it so that brands don't all start doing that. I personally find it really very annoying, and I know I'm not the only one, because every time they do that in the end of August, not all brands do that once again, of course. A lot of people also comment under these posts in the end of August, like, it is August. Why are you doing this? What are you doing? And I think it's just an attempt to capitalize on the end of year purchases, on Christmas and other holiday purchases, which tend to make brands the most money in the whole year. And they kind of want to extend this period and make even more money. Because if a brand puts up a holiday collection earlier than the others, you might end up going and buying this holiday collection. And when a second brand puts their holiday collection, let's say in October, you will not buy from it because you have already bought from the first brand. This way, it's kind of slowly crawling onto August. At the same time, you do not see brands putting out their summer collections in the end of February. Spring collections maybe, but summer collections no, because these don't make them that much money. And I feel like we just need to stop it and draw a line somewhere. And I draw that line at September at least. To me personally, this is not an ideal time. If I were a brand, I probably would still not want to do it at September and annoy my customers. I would probably do it in October, or if I were to have like a big Halloween collection, then maybe in the beginning of November. However, September is somewhat acceptable. Already autumn is starting. People are going back to school. I know the school year starts differently. In some places in the US it starts in August, which to me is wild, but it is what it is. But in most places by, let's say, mid-September, the school year has already started. So people are kind of, rolling slowly into the colder part of the year and are ready to think about it. But in August, I don't know about you, but for me, summer is my favorite time of the year. I am waiting for summer all year long. Well, not all year, but like 9 months of the year, because I live in a cold climate and it's nasty and it sucks. The climate absolutely sucks. So summer is the only season when we don't have snow the whole season. Well, there was an exception one year though, but just 1 year. And you come to me during my summer and tell me that, no, this will be over soon. Don't get too happy about it, because winter will come with all the sludge and snow and the disgusting frost, and your hands and face will be cracked from the frost again. Let us remind you of that. Now, would you like to give us your money? No, I would not. I am disgusted by your holiday collection, and that makes me want to not buy your holiday collection even later in the year. While I feel that a lot of customers think, well, it's no big deal, they just put out their collection whenever they want, a lot of customers also feel the way I do. So if you're a brand and if you're thinking, should I be the earliest and put out my holiday collection earlier than everyone else, don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, some customers might be happy about it. Most customers will be about it, and some customers will be really annoyed. So in my opinion, you will lose more than you will gain. And I do understand that holiday collections are in the works with brands much earlier. Some brands start making them in summer, some start making them like a year or even more ahead. Brands get exclusive packaging for their limited edition collections, like the NYX Wednesday collection, for example, the lip oil packaging with thing on top. That's exclusive packaging. It takes time to design and has to be designed before the product is poured into it. So it's one thing to share, those things with your business partners or obviously inside the company. It's a totally different thing to make it public. It's like the winter things like sweaters in the store. They start appearing like in September in the Northern Hemisphere. Like, of course, I'm not talking about the Southern Hemisphere right here when it's winter there in August, but I'm talking about the Northern Hemisphere. And there is a reason that these collections start appearing in September. although they have been designed in advance. Let me know how you feel about this. I do feel very strongly about this, and I think we should discuss it, because otherwise it will be, you know, our holiday collection in the beginning of August, our holiday collection in the beginning of July, in June, in April, and before you know it, you will have a holiday collection 2 years ahead. Here's our holiday collection for winter of 2027. What do you think about it? I don't think anything about it. So many things will change. And I have heard the opposite point of view. Some people say, oh, I like to do my Christmas shopping early. And while I believe it's valid for some people, of course, I think it's very few people, because so many things can change. What if you buy someone this as a holiday gift in the end of August, and they end up buying this collection, for example, in October, and you say, well, that might happen also if you buy the holiday gift in like the end of November. Yeah, but then you can talk to a person and say like, are you planning to buy this holiday collection? They'll be like, yeah, you know, I really like it, but it's a bit out of my budget. And I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna get them that lipstick out of the holiday collection as a gift. But if they say the same thing in the end of August, their budget situation might still change, because there is so much time again. So much time ahead. What if they make some money in September and they're like, oh, I earned some money, so now I'm gonna buy this lipstick. And you have already bought it as a Christmas gift. I'm sure that works for some people, but I'm also sure it works for the minority of people, not for the majority. So this might be a bit of a silly video and a silly thing to discuss, but this is something I do feel strongly about, and I feel like all of us are gonna have an opinion on this. So please share yours in the comments, and I'll see you in my next video. Maybe this one. Bye!